So go to D2L, September 22nd, download just the product mix one first. And open it. So let me explain. I don't know if when you look at the Excel, you can understand what's going on, but you can see here, we have assembling, testing computers. So we know it's computers, right? And then we have different costs. We have the cost for labor hours. So 1 hour is $11 for assembling, okay? And then it was, this is the old case. So it wouldn't work now because now the minimum wage is $15. But the cost for testing labor is $15 per hour, okay? And then if you can see here, there are two models and they have different inputs, so different materials that we will need. So we have basic and we have XP, okay? So for basic model, we need 5 hours of assembly and 1 hour of testing. For XP, we need 6 hours of assembling and then 2 hours of testing, okay? So you can kind of see that XP actually takes more time, more resources. And then the cost for the part, for basic one, it costs us $150. And then for XP, it costs us $225, just the material. And then the selling price is $300 for basic model, cheaper. For XP is $450. So let's do the margin first. So what's the margin? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. So this here. No, I should move it. Okay. So the margin here should be the selling price minus the cost, right? So here will be this. We should put the range name, but I didn't. I just want to show you how this works first. So this is the selling price and then minus the part and also the labor cost, right? So we should use this. So we need 1 hour of testing. So B9 times testing. And then minus B8 times this, right? But we are going to score it over. So we need to fix B, B3 and 4, right? So B in front of B or B3, we need to put a $sign. B3 and B4 in front of B, we need to put a $sign. We are supposed to put $sign also in front of 3, but we're not dragging it down. We're only dragging it over once. So you don't have to. You can just do the same thing for the XP model margin. So this is the margin, okay? So we can drag it over. Am I going too fast? Okay. So double click. Oh, in the right place. Okay. Any questions? So it got done. Both margins, just look up so I know everybody's ready. I'm going forward. Done? Okay. You done? Everybody done? Oh. Done? Okay, so from here, we can see that the margin for basic model is only $80. The XP is $129. So intuitively, we will of course sell more XP because it makes more money, right? But unfortunately, we don't have unlimited resources. We don't have unlimited labor hours. We only hire a certain amount of people. So there are some constraints we have. And then because we want to keep the XP more premium, so we don't want to sell too many of XP. So we want to actually sell 600 of basic model, 1200 of XP. That's our limit that we set before we decide what to produce. So like I told you, I like to put in colors for this. So this is the variables. This is our X and Y. We want to decide how many models of basic computer we are going to produce, how many XP we are going to produce. So the basic will be X. I forgot to get the chalk. So the yeah, so the basic is X model, and then the other one is Y. Okay. Okay, just a little bit. X and Y. So, and then we have several constraints. So this is one constraint. So we want this to be, this X will be less equal to 600. Okay. And then XP, Y also less equal to 600. You can do this. Yeah. So the reason I like to put this there first is when we run solver, when we see this equal, unequal sign, what do you call this equality sign? Less equal or greater equal. When we see this, we know above, below will be that, whatever above that, less equal than whatever below that. Okay. And then over whatever left will be less equal than this or greater equal. So another constraint is we only have 10,000 hours of assembling hours. So this one is less equal. And then the testing, we only have 3,000 testing hours. So under these circumstances, how do we get the best result? Okay, so this is the net profit. So the net profit will be, this is our unit margin, right? So the net profit will be, we produce X amount of basic model plus Y amount of XP. So this will be our net profit. Okay. So here we can show it here. So this is a basic model equal to this times this. So now because there's no number in B16 because it's X, we don't know yet. After we run solver, they will have number, but now there's no number. So when we click this, it will show 0 because it's 0 there. You can just scroll it over and then double click just to see if it's in the right place. So the XY, look at that, it's 129 times the number for XP, which is Y. Okay, so that's our profit. So total profit will be this plus this. okay? And then we want to, our goal is to maximize the profit. So I'm going to put this in yellow. Yellow. Okay? So when I run server, you will see what I mean when I say I need to put color. It's easier to find, okay? So we have another thing we need to do. So everybody is here yet? You all have the profit done? This one? This? This one is the same as this one. So when you are doing it, I want you also to think. I don't want you to just follow what I did. I want you to think why I click C12 and then why I click C16, so that in the future you know what to do. Okay? So C12 is the unit margin because we want this times the number that we create. So we use C16. Okay, so now there are also some cells that we leave blank, which is this one. So this is the assembling labor. Okay, so how many hours will be used in assembling labor? What do you guys think? Like, let's look at this. How many hours? So it takes 5 hours to assemble basic model, 6 hours assemble XP model. Using X and Y, how many hours we are going to use in assembling?
For X and 6 for Y.
Yeah, so 5X, not 5 for X. 5X plus 6Y. Right? So 5X plus 6Y should be less equal than 10,000. Okay, so what you do is you put in this cell, the cell that I'm highlighting now, equal 5X plus 6Y. What is that? That's B8 times B16 plus C8 times C16. Okay? I'm going to teach you a new function. If you do it already, it's okay. I'm going to teach you another function called sum product. So basically, whatever you select, they would. I'm going to let me draw it. This is B8, B8, B9 times B16, and then B17, right? So when you do sum product, that means it will sum the product. And what we do is we can select this area, these two cells. What they would do is they will sum this product. So B8 times B16 plus B9 times B17. Okay? Or you can select it separately. Like you can do it like this. You can do B8 times B16 plus times this. Okay, this is, like I said, this is the simplified model. So this is okay to do, but imagine you have tens of product and then 20 of material, will be too much. So when we use some product, we can just select the whole area. Okay, just select this area and then this area. Oops, forgot. Comma, and then this area. Okay, so it doesn't need to be two. You can do some product as many as possible if you need to. So this is that. But we want this to be here, right? We want to fix the number of product to produce here when we drag it down. So we need to put a $sign here. You can just press F4. Oh, wait. Yeah. I don't need to take anything out. You can select B16 to C16, press F4, and then they will have that. Everybody follow me yet? Okay, good. You'll be really excited when the answer is out. Okay, should I click enter? Did you guys click enter yet? No? Just click. And then let's drag it down. I always double click the last cell when I drag it down to double check if it's in the right place. And then you see the color. It's 1x plus 2y, right? 1x plus 2y. So that's correct. Okay. Another thing that I try to show you guys, like sometimes, is when this is not in the right place. So for example, if let me just move it here. So when you do this, when you click and it's in this place, it's in 150, 225. What you can do is you can move the mouse. You see this 4 direction arrow? When you see that, you can just move it up. Okay? It's easier way to change if it goes to the wrong place. So does everybody finish here? Yeah?
Break it down to less than.
Oh, you didn't, did you put $sign? Did you put $sign in front of B16, C16?
Yeah.
And then you went down?
Yeah, it reached it out.
Oh, that means you didn't put $sign, right? Did you? Okay, so, no, it should be before 16, but the lazy way is to press F4, press it. Oh, yeah. And then you can come on. Yes. So because you are dragging it down, so the $sign should be in front of C instead of B and C. But because we're not moving there, so I just put F4. So if you click, select these two. Yeah, if you press F4, first part of 16 and then C. Because we are not going to do anything else, we just drag it down. So I just press it once. In theory, it should be in front of 16. Yeah. So everybody's good. Now the important part. So we need to make sure everybody follows. So now let's see under data if your solver is there. If is your solver under data? No? Okay. Yeah, okay. So if your solver is not there, go to, is it file? Yeah, file. Go to file, go to option, and then go to, I think, add-ins, and then go to the bottom, you see here, Excel add-ins, click go, and then select solver, and click OK. Okay, and once you click OK, it should be under data. So now, does everybody has solver? Everybody has solver? we're going to move forward. Do you have solver? Yeah, are you sure? I don't like to be called like
Can
in
you
the
do
end
that
of
again real
class say,
quick?
hey, I need help. Okay, somebody was talking. Who was talking?
Yeah, can you do that again real quick?
The solver thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Under file, go to the very first one, file, and then option, the end, option. And then click add-ins. Did you see like in the bottom? Here, it says, oh, let me get my pen. This. See this here? You guys see that? Manage add-in and then click go. So when you click go, you will see this solver. Click that and then click OK. Did I record? I think I did. Yeah, I did. So then it will be under data. Okay. So now let's click. I'll wait for the Zoom people. So now let's click solver. Okay, so I move this a little bit here. So the objective, what is the objective? What is our goal? What is our goal? That's the answer, but why do we want to calculate X and Y? Yes, but why do we need to know how many to produce? What do we want to reach? Yeah, we want to maximize the profit. Okay, so the profit is here. That's when I, highlight it into yellow so that I can always find it here. I don't have to like look because my eyesight are not good. So, and then they have different goals. You can set different value. You can minimize it. Sometimes we want to minimize the cost. Sometimes we want to minimize the route. If we decide how to ship stuff, we want to minimize the distance. Okay, so we want to maximize. And then you click here. After you click the objective, we click this cell. And then click maximize. By changing variables. The changing variables is the X and Y. So the computer is not as smart as we are. So we will solve X and Y using the, the equation, right? You guys learn the algebra. I'm not going to, I was going to show you in an algebra way, but I thought, okay, let's not do that today. So the computer is not as smart as we are. They don't know how to, but what they can do is they have the computing skill. So they are going to put in numbers from 0 till whatever number to satisfy, and then get the answer to maximize the profit. So they are going to changing the value, changing the cell. So this pink one is our changing variable cells. They're going to change in the number, and we have several constraints. Okay, so everybody here yet? So the first constraint is we only want to produce certain amount of basic and XP model. So the first constraint is, so we have to go here and click add. So the first constraint is this cell, these two, X and Y should be less equal here, less equal than this. So when you are done, click add, and then you can add more. Okay, so that's the first constraint. Second constraint is we have only certain amount of hours, labor hours. So these two will be less equal, so we don't have to change this. So you see here they have less equal, equal, greater equal. This is integer, binary, and different. So this we'll cover later on. So their constraint will be here. Okay. So those are the two constraints. Let's click OK. We actually have a third constraint, which is we want this number, this two number has to be greater than 0, right? So we can click here, make unconstrained variable non-negative. So we want this to be non-negative. In this case, because we are maximizing the profit, so of course, XY will be greater than 0. But when we try to minimize the cost, if we don't put this in, it will be negative, like infinity negative, because they will give us the minimum cost. So we need to make sure it has to be non-negative. Okay, so it has to be positive number. So ready? So that's the two constraints, and then click that. And then we select the simplex linear programming, simplex LP. And then just click solve. And we found a solution, click OK. So so the answer for X is we are going to produce 560 basic model, 1200 of XP, and we are going to make $199,600, $199,600. Any questions? Does anybody have bigger number than mine? More profit than mine? Oh, that means something was wrong. Okay, click OK. Repeat. See, this is not that. See, this is why it's 0. So this should be this plus this. This plus this. Any questions? Done? Do you want to work on the model too on your own first? Let me explain. Let's open. Yeah. Both. So yeah, so save and then put it in Dropbox and then mix product mix 2. So see, now you will know the importance of using some product. Now we have 8 models. Okay, we have 8 models. And we have different, we have two, how should I put it? 2 testing lines, okay? And they have different maximum sales. Okay. So let me put on what is our variable? What is our XYZ? What is the XYZ? Should be here, right? Okay, this is our XY. This should be our XYZs. Well, actually, these two should be our XYZs. Okay, we are going to decide the number we are going to use to test in line 1 and line 2. And for assembling, we only have one type of cost, okay? Oh, sorry. Yeah?
Are you gonna send us the recording?
I cannot hear.
Are you gonna send us the recording of this podcast?
Yeah, I always post it on the content, under D2L and then content. It's the recording is always there. So so these should be our variables. So let me put a pink, okay? And then this will be total computer we are going to produce. Yeah. So this will be the two numbers add together. It will be the total model 1. Okay. Let me drag it over. So this is the total model we're going to produce or testing in test 1 and test 2. And then this number should be, oops. Yeah. So this number should be less equal than the number we actually preset. So there's one constraint there. And now you see we have A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, D1, D2 for different models tested in different line, because tested in different line costs different. Okay. So the hour, well, I'll put it in later. So this should be also less equal. So we have this constraint. And then the profit is different in a different model as well. And we want to have a total profit here. Okay, we'll have a total profit here. So, are you ready? Let's calculate the margin first. Okay, so what is the margin? Selling price minus this. And then minus the labor hours times, oops, times this, right? This times this, and then minus the testing times this. So the tricky part is when we drag it over to model 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we want it to move. But when we drag it down, some of these we don't want it to go down. But some of these we want it to go down. So what are the things we want to go down? Some we want, some we don't.
You don't want the cost of component parts to go down.
Okay. We don't want the assembling cost, which is B3, to go down or go this way, right? So we can just select B3, press F4, put both $ in front of both. How about B4? What do we need to put in front of B4? Do we want B4 to go to the right? No, because there's nothing there, and there's nothing in C4, D4. So we want at least in front of B, we want a $. Do we want a $ in front of 4? Yeah, we don't want a dollar sign in front of 4 because we want to drag it down to line 2. So this is the tricky part. So we only want dollar sign in front of B. Okay, like this. Okay, how about B9? Do we want any dollar sign in B9? In front of the 9. Yes. So when we drag it over, it will go to C9. But when we drag it down to testing line 2, it wouldn't move because this is the assembling. Okay, how about 10? Do we want any dollar sign in front of 10? In front of the 10. So in front of the 10, if we have a dollar sign, when we drag it down to line 2, it wouldn't go down to B11. So we don't want any dollar sign in front of B10. Okay, B10 no dollar sign. How about B12? Do we want anything in front of B12? You don't look at me. Look at the table. Do you want anything in front of B12? See B12? When we drag it down to line 2, do we want it to stay there? 12 to say B12. We'll drag it down. If yes, then we need a dollar sign on the 12. Right? Do we need a dollar sign for B12? I should wait, let me show you. I should show you this. You see here, we want to drag it down and then drag it over. So do we need a dollar sign in front of B12? No, we need a dollar sign in front of 12. Because when we drag it down, we don't want it to go to B13, right? So we need a dollar sign in front of 12. But when we drag it over, we want it to go to C12. So we don't want dollar sign in front of B.
So if it goes in front of the letter, like B, then you'll still be able to drag it.
Yeah, you can drag it, but it will stay in B. Whenever you put a dollar sign in front of that, it will stay there. Okay, so same thing, 13. Do we need a dollar sign? We need a dollar sign in front of 13. No B though, because we wanted to go over to C, D, E. This is the most, like probably, but if you are familiar with this, you will, and also when you drag it over, drag it down, if you mess up, you can see, and then you can fix it, okay? So this is probably that. Everybody ready? Ready? Press enter. Did you get 127.5? Okay, good. So now let's do this. Drag it down. Let me double click. Is it in the right place? Yeah, so this still in assembling. This is the testing. Okay? And then to be lazy, select 2 cells and drag it over all the way. So just to be safe, double click the last cell. See, it's in the right place. Double click. It's correct. Okay, so that's the margin for what is it? For the different models in different test line. Okay, so the labor assembling is, so what is the total labor that we use? total labor used is a little bit easier. Well, we don't need some product. Oh, well, it's easier to use some product. So total labor, we use this one. This is a total computer produced. And because the labor hours is, so comma, this is the labor hours. Yeah, labor assembling. So let me, I don't know, I want to show you the whole thing. Let me show you. I'll make it larger, but I just want to show you where it is. Can you see that? Okay. So we have different numbers that used in different test lines. But total number assembly, that times that. Okay? So it's 4A plus 5B plus 5C. Okay? So that's the labor hours for assembling, total labor hour for assembly. Done? Unfortunately, for this one, we have to put it in because we can't just drag it down, but we can drag down the other one. So the second one is this times this, right? Different labor hours in under different test line. And then do we need any dollar sign? Because we're going to drag it down. And then it will go down to line 2. And then the number tested on line 2. So we don't need to do anything there. Okay. So the next one, we do this. Or if you want to practice some product, you can type it in. So you see, it's line 2 times the number tested in line 2. Okay? Any questions? Okay, how about profit? Profit is the same. I mean, some product of what? Which line? Which line? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one? This is the profit. So it's the margin. Hence the number. Right? Oh, wait, sorry. No, they don't want us to do that. So we have the model 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want okay, so it's actually easier. So we just need this times this. Right? Yeah. And then what we can do is just drag it down and drag it over. And here we can do, yeah, we can do this sum. Okay. Sum. And then totals. Okay, just a second. I want to add something else. Zoom in. So this is this, just this times that. and this should be, so just drag it over, drag it down, and this will be the total of the, yeah.
Wasn't third zero?
Third zero is J31 plus J32. So this is that, and this is this. I'm going to put what color? Yellow. So this is the total profit. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sum product, just to test it. Sum product of this, this, yep. This is just for me to show you guys. So this is, so it should be, so in theory, these two, these two should be the same. Okay, but just different formula. So I'll show you this. Okay. So after we run solver, they should have this number and this number should be the same. But we are going to use this as our objective. Ready? So you need to check where only the pink area has nothing in there. This, you should have formulas so that it will connect the unknowns with the solver, okay? So, are you guys ready? Okay, solver. So what do we do? Where is the objective? Do we want to minimize or maximize? Maximize the profit, right? Always the yellow one. By changing the pink area. Okay. And then, oh, there's no place I can go. And then constraints. We want the constraint to be, when we need to find the sign. So it's here, above, below. Okay. So that's one. Add what? Oh, see, if I select the wrong cell, how come? Oh, I select the wrong, oh, okay, wait. One more time. Wait. Okay, that's correct. So this should be, oh, what did I do? So I accidentally select two rows. Should be only one row. Less equal than this. Add. And then this also less equal than this. Am I going too fast? Oops. So let's go back here. So maximize the profit, total profit, by changing the pink area, which is here. And then two major constraints. This total computer produced should be less equal than the maximum sales we set. And then another constraint is how many labor hours for assembling for test 1, test 2 available here. Okay. And then run. Oh, forgot this. Make this non-negative. Let's try this one. I'm going to click solve, okay? What? Oh, sorry, forgot to close this. Here. Did you guys do it? Did you make more money than me?
Oh,
Yeah?
these zeros?
Yes, because we we because they decided it's not worth maybe the profit is too low, so they decided it's not worth it to go ahead and produce that model.
So when you go with the solver, what's the objective? Are you trying to find?
Profit, we want to maximize the profit. Yeah. So this is the total profit.
I didn't get the right answer.
Is it right?
I didn't get it.
What did you get? Is your number smaller or bigger? Oh, if it's smaller, then that's wrong. If it's bigger, then we can take a look, see if I did something wrong. Click here. Let's click here. Okay. How come yours is? Is it the same as mine? Oh, so here. You probably didn't select this. Go to solver. How come this one didn't run? Profit is. Yeah. Oh. Here. Click here. Oh, maybe let's look at this. Oh, here, we didn't, here. Here. Oops. What is not connected? Oh, wait. This is solver? So maybe. Oh, changing. Okay, changing. Yeah, but it didn't, since something didn't connect. Your assembly line too. Still. Oh, you didn't put any, oh, yeah. So you should put, it should be this times this. So this, well, so this should be this. Yours, I don't understand.
I don't know either.
You go to the total again, delete the last one, and make sure you add 31 and 32. How come?
Maybe one question, I just see right.
Yeah,
I think I got it.
yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with yours?
Come on, what are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
we actually.
No, it's definitely in the formula. Yeah, we have to find, everybody got it?
Yeah.
So, save and then upload,
Fair.
okay?
Here.
Upload. When you got it, save and upload to the Dropbox. And then we are, oh. So did you put in all the formula? Let's see this one. Oh, click.
20 to I, 20 to B, 11 to I.
And then, oh, so this should be for the sum. Yeah, no.
B20
Yeah, 8.
to I, 11. Then B20 to I, 11.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Just one.
That's B11 to I, 11.
This plus.
Why don't we do that?
I'll restart it later. That's so.
Oh, it's here.
That file.
Whatever, I'll just send it over.
Oh, you didn't put anything here either.
Let's try again later.
Right here, let me see.
Try again.
Okay.
What's the recording?
Record. Oh, let me stop the recording. So did you
No,
find?
I'll just watch the recording again. It might have been something from the beginning. I'll just redo it.
But you,
Probably was something.
Can you bring up the
I probably messed
software
up like at the beginning.
no, you was probably something for test 2 because test 2 for some reason is 0.
I'll just redo it now.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah. What?
Show the solver.
Oh, solver. I was like, I thought you said do this all over again. I was like, what?
Not the whole thing, just that. Okay, so what's the cell objective at the top? It's
The profit here.
okay.
Total profit.
The variable cells are.
The line 1, line 2 numbers.
Okay.
Constraints are whatever, when you see the unequal sign, should be above, below, or left, or right. Okay? And then I'm going to, let me click here. Can you see this? See do the formula. Oh, let me turn off the recording. So if you are done, submit it to Dropbox.